friends, today we're making berry crumble. It's a nice dessert for the summer because you have all those fresh berries, you know, in your fridge, and maybe you want to use them and do a dessert with them. This is a great way to use your berries that you have. So we're using 3 types of berries in this. We're using raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, but you could select just one berry and make this delicious light dessert. So let's go ahead and make the crumble. Excuse me for sounding like I'm out of breath. Don't know why that is. Okay, so we're going to start with the crumble. Okay, so I have a 1/2 cup of almond flour, 1/2 cup of rolled oats, 1/2 cup of flour. I'm using gluten-free flour, but you can use just plain flour if you wanted to. ½ teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to add in about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're not measuring here, we're just going to eyeball it. And a little bit of nutmeg, optional, but I like a little pinch of nutmeg. I like a little pinch of allspice. You guys know I like the spices. And 2 tablespoons of maple sugar. And then we're just going to mix all the dry ingredients together, and we're going to add our oil. So we're using coconut oil for this. You could replace the oil maybe with a dairy-free yogurt. So I will put the substitutions you can make for the coconut oil on the screen for you guys if you want to substitute it. Now, I love coconut oil. Now, I know a lot of people dog coconut oil, but it has so many great properties. And when I am going to cook with oil, I like to cook with coconut oil or olive oil. I like the properties and the health benefits of the oils. So yes, I do cook with oil sometimes. I'll do me, you do you. And I love the benefits of coconut oil. I just think that it really outweighs any other oil. This crumble. So we're going to add in 1/3 cup of coconut oil in here. And you want to preheat your oven to 375, and we're going to cook this for about 40 minutes. So just mix this in until everything, you know, until the oil has coated all of the oats and the almond flour and the maple sugar and all that goodness. I'm excited about this crumble. And actually this crumble is a little patriotic because we have red, blue. I guess the crumble could go for the white, maybe like a beige, dark beige, brown. It doesn't matter, but you know, if you put like dollop of cream on top, then you have, you know, the colors of our flag, and it's a bit patriotic, just a little bit, just a little bit. So it might be good for 4th of July or whenever you want to make it. That's totally up to you. So I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to take out the ingredients for the inside, like so the berry mixture. Here we go. We are going to go ahead and get started on the mix. So you want about 3 to 4 cups of berries. So I have a mix of blackberries and blueberries, and I have raspberries. Just use whatever you have. If they're fresh is best, but if you have frozen, use that. I'm using a mix, so it doesn't really matter. And then I have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I have 2 tablespoons of maple sugar. Just going to help sweeten up everything. You want about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Just kind of eyeball it. You get some seeds, and they just make them just more pungent. It's just delicious. And then last but not least, we've got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this is just going to thicken everything and give us a nice thick sauce. But the berries are going to have their own little, they're going to create their own little sauce. Okay, so now I'm going to take my spoon here and mix all the berry mixture together, and just coat it with that cornstarch, with that sugar. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. You want like a 9-inch pan. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and pour this mixture in here. And And again, it's going to cook for 40 minutes at 375. And I mean, this is for me, but if you're doing it for someone else, then you might want to just sprinkle it with a spoon or gloves or whatever. I'm doing this with my hands. Oops. That was graceful, wasn't it? Just kind of. We're going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and I'll show you guys. We'll do a taste test when we're finished. I think it's going to be super delicious. Isn't this a beauty, guys? Look at that. That is just... Anyways, let's go ahead and taste. Now, I was talking about substitutes for the coconut oil, which I love it in this recipe, but I have made this exact recipe, and I swapped the coconut oil for dairy-free yogurt, and I have a picture of that somewhere here, how it turned out, which is very similar to this, so maybe I'll show it to you guys at some point in this video. But it turned out super, super great. If you want this not as tart, because this is not very sweet, you can double the sweetener in it, in the crust and in the filling, if you just want it like, you know, sweet. So this is not like the sweetest. Most of the time I add a little bit more sugar because I like my stuff sweet. So it's up to you. But anyways, I've got a little bowl here with it, and I put on a little bit of dairy-free whipped cream. Oh, let's taste it. A little bit of tartness, a little bit of sweetness. A really good, light, healthy dessert. If you want a light, healthy dessert, try this out. Let me know how you like it. I will see you guys again very soon. I hope you guys have a great day. If you want to make this for whenever, you can make this whenever. I personally feel like this could go for breakfast or dessert. Just saying. So anyways, I'll see you guys again very soon. Drop a comment below and let me know how hot it is where you're at. Like, what's the highest temp for this week? And subscribe if you want to see more.